morning, my name is Directorzamba, and today we are going to discuss about the Australia. So the thing is that right now most of the visas are stuck in the embassy, and most of the students are stuck in GTE, and most of the students are waiting for their offer letter, and most of the students are just waiting for the university a particular reply. So what is happening and what is going on here, and how we can just get ourselves out of these situations in the future as well. If you are a student and you have completed your plus one, you have completed your bachelor, and you have completed your master, and you're thinking about the abroad study, so how many things that you need to know before getting your student visa, and how you can get your student visa 100% from Australia, Canada, and all other countries. So the thing is that to get the 100% your visa, we're talking about Australia, so we need to understand the GTE of Australia. What's the meaning of that particular term? So GTE, that we call the genuine temporary entrant. The meaning is that the student and the particular person will pass out the immigration if the person is genuine. Otherwise, the student will be held in that particular country where they just applied for their visa in that country in Australia. So for the GTE and specifically for the student visa, you need to know some things that is very important. The first thing is that all the universities are demanding for the 2 years income tax return. So what is the income tax return? That is the Indian government portal that is showing that you're just making that money every year on the behalf of that particular report. If you're earning 5 lakh rupees, you're earning 10 lakh rupees. So what's the way to tell the other country or the other person? That's the way to tell to the income tax department. You have to fill your return, no matter if you're just making less than 5 lakh rupees. So you can do that. You are from the agriculture background, you can do that. Everybody and every single citizen of India can do that thing. So first thing is that everybody have to go for the income tax return. Especially the main thing is about the parents of the student and the spouse of the student and the grandfather and the near and dear relatives as well. We need, and the Australian government are demanding for more than 15 lakh in case of the single student holder, and more than 20 lakh for the spouse visa. So that is the keen interest of the university to find out your particular income of every year. So it is important to do that. So you need 2 years of the income tax return. Right now we are seeing that the most of the university are demanding for the 2 years of the income tax return. So it's the best time for you, because the financial year is going to be changed just very soon from 1st of April. So you can fill out your last year, that you go last financial year return as soon as possible, and that is before the 31st of the March. And after April, you can just make your second income tax return. So you can get both the income tax returns for your student visa. It's very mandatory. I'm just saying you once again, don't leave that particular thing to your agent, because we don't know what the agent will do with that income tax return. It's your sole duty, it's your responsibility, because you are just needing for that. That's your demand, or that's your dream to go to the abroad. That's not the dream of your agent. So go for the income tax return at least for the 2 years. Your parents and your near to your grandparents and your particular relatives, to get 2 consistent year of the ITR. That's the Australian Immigration and the High Commissions are demanding for. The thing number 2, they are demanding for the show money. What we call the show money. The Australian government want to check out your financial capability, that you're capable to give all the facilities to your particular child in that country, that your child can just sustain the study and just complete the study. If the financial background is not solid, so in that case you are not a genuine student, and might be your visa on stake, I think so. So how we can just do that? According to the Australian immigration, there's the 3 different things in that. The Australian government want to see the 21,000 around figure dollars per year for the living expenses. That equal 21,000 total Australian dollars for a year. So 1 year tuition fee and airfare. So 3 things the High Commission and the universities and the embassy want to demand from yourself. So that is the total expenses that we call total show money, that we call more than 25 to 35 lakh in Indian rupees with all the universities. That is started with the 25 lakh and ended with the 35 lakh rupees. So basically the second situation is that you have to show the embassy, you have to show the university, even though that you have the financially good background, and you are just say saved some money for your children, that is 25 to 35 lakh rupees. And second thing is that the money should be in the form of the FD, that is the fixed deposit, in the form of the saving. Please do and save the money in two different things. And at least they are demanding for the 3-month-old of these all funds. If you have just some money and that is more than 90 days, you can come to us, we can just process the case in that case. If you have not money to show more than 90 days money, so you have to just borrow that money from your neighbors and near and dear, and just store that money into your account balance. And second thing is that the university and the that what's the source of that money, how you just make that money, just make all the bills available for that. If you're just farmer background, just we can say collect all the J forms on your name. If you have just sold something, some property and all like that, so you have to just store that in it. So that's the second thing. And that's the two things. The first is income tax return, second is the that we called your funds that will need more than 25 to 35 lakhs, and all the documents that is notary attested. That's the three things in the GT. So please do that to get your student visa. Right now what is going on, the 3 points are very big. The agents are making the things in a very different way, in a very brutal way, and the students are not interested in that. That's the main thing. So it's the student's duty, it's the parents' duty to do that, to store the money, to save the money for next 3 months, and just create and we can say just make available of all the sources behind it. The first thing is that, second the 2 years income tax return, third thing is the notary attested. And you have to just make plan for your student or your child to do that. So it's the main thing. The GT is the main section where the most of the visas just refuse because of that weak point of the GT. So it's about Australia, and the offer letter is not a big deal. Please work with your chain movements. Don't be try to become over smart in case of the high commission. The first thing is that. Second is the GT, and just make available all the funds for your fees, for your insurance, and for the messages. So that's the process. Within 3 months you can get your student visa from Australia if you are little bit aware about all the process. So the process, once again I'm enumerated all the things. First you have to just show your academic document to us. We will process for that your offer letter, and after offer letter you need to complete your GT documents like your income tax return, like your funds, and the last thing is that we call your notary attested documents. And after that you have to just ready for your fee, and you have to fill out your fee as soon as possible after getting your GT approval from the Australian High Commission, and pay your embassy fees, and after that you can get your student visa from Australia. So it's a way to get the student visa from Australia. And please I advise to all of you, just please be engaged with your agent. Just try to find out the best study that suits to you, your profile, and try to find out the location on the behalf of that university, course, and all the things. So hopefully if you'll just do all the things I just suggested in this video, you'll get your visa 100%. So have a nice day. Bye bye. It's a Blossom Learning Center, and I'm Viren.